else but those two guys. You know, that was a consensus. So it's like that I don't understand with one player. The entire hockey community is wrong about this. And Vito would also be a better player if he was on the ball. Very interesting. Like, unfortunately so. Like, if he comes back, I'm going to be mad. I know. No, I mean, if he starts playing again, I'm going to be mad. Because he's on, I think he's like 15 touches. And he didn't even hit the ice on that concussion. He was still standing. He just got rocked.
No, I'm okay.
And we're live here on the LI Sports Network. My name is Kevin Broderick, joined by Paul Trentini for our last game of the day here on the North Rinks. Another varsity matchup between West Islip and Ward Melville. As it's instantly taken into the offensive end, shot rung off the bar, and Sapoff tested early. Patriots hold the zone, getting it down low. Up to the far point. Schleider rims it down low. A little bit of early offensive pressure. Fisher tries to eep it up the boards, comes back to him at the far point, takes another shot, and Sapoff put it above the crossbar. Back down low as West Islip try to battle for it. McMahon down low. Up to the near point and out. Taking a look at our goaltender matchup for today as the puck spills into the offensive end for the Lions the first time tonight with a minute gone by. It's Tyler Sapoff, one of the best to do it in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League right now. Has been playing a little bit more forward this year than he did last year. Obviously, last year he was the full-time starting goaltender for the Lions and put up electric numbers. On the other end, it's Declan Heffernan. Heffernan been playing solid as well for West Islip. Has had to been a brick wall most nights as the defense has given up a lot in front of him. Both these teams, in all fairness, giving up a lot of goals. Ward Melville averaging 6.0 per game. West Islip averaging 7.8. On the offensive end, the Patriots have been faring a little bit better than the Lions with 3 goals per game. 1.4 goals per game for West Islip. Lions 1-9-0 coming into this matchup. Ward Melville 3-7-0. Puck goes to the blue line for the Lions and just barely slides out. Farrell on a nice takeaway as he's going to get called offsides. We'll do the face-off again from the neutral zone. Popped into the offensive end for the Patriots. Stripped away off the far boards and carried forward. Matthew Rao trying to shimmy his way past the far point, dumped into the left end. Carter on the goal line, sends it out in front, goes through, and Curley after it first. Pokes it free. Here come the Patriots into a 2-on-1. They got the numbers going towards the net as well. Snapped one down low and Sapoff. Fancy glove save right there. Keep the score scoreless. 12:44 remaining in the first period. Some of the recent games for these two teams, Ward Melville coming off a 7-2 loss to KPC, who just fell in the last game against Sachem. Or Melville's most recent win coming against Pat Med on October 15th. That was a nice 5-2 win as a pass comes out in front and an own goal. Another shot comes out in front and almost in. Sapoff got a little bit antsy right there. Another centering feed from the Patriots. Braun will get the goal credit for that. Raheel sweeps it. Burke on Sapoff. Shut down the 5-hole. Gets the save. 11:47 remaining. Face off in the offensive end for the Patriots. It's one forward by West Islip. Back forward is Sherman. Fires it across. Sherman takes it again. Wrapping around Heffernan. Played back towards Brandon. He'll watch it sail off to the right side. Carter. Looking for a back pass to the far point. Taken away by the Patriots. Farrell trying to clear. Popped back towards the slot. Now Paragoski has it on the near side. Looks to whip it across the ice. Hit some traffic. Matthew Rao contains it for West Islip. Good pressure from Declan Farrell. Inclin with a shooting lane. Fires it wide over to the left. Curley trying to hold the zone. Pressed into the boards by Rao. Curley fighting through two checks. Works it forward on the goal line. Curley on the backhand. Sends it in front. No one got the shot. With James Fisher now on the near ends. Fisher, one of the captains here on this Ward Melville team. Poked off his stick and will go back for Farrell. Into the offensive end with numbers. Shot on Sapoff. Big rebound off to the left side, and Farrell couldn't get it through again. Looking for the centering feed. He wraps it around. Another save made by Sapoff on his back. Curley trying to find it in his skates. It's taken away and fired out by West Islip. All the way down the zone for an icing, but the Lions stay alive to fight for another shift. Face off one to Fisher. Looking down the wall. Centering feed comes in front. McFadden. One more pass. Got it through, but no shot again. Curley was partially interrupted by the defensive work of Peter McCann. Out of the zone now, and Fisher looking to regroup. And his defensive end looks up. Good pass. Curley will leave it behind him. McFadden with it again. To the goal line, jousted off his stick by Lucas Thompson, comes free for Fisher in the slot, shot down low, and great rebound control right there from Sapoff. Jousted out, and it's once again for Fisher, tapping it around with McFadden. Fisher looking to the opposite side, and backhand curls it to McFadden. In front of him, Albertelli. McFadden leaves it for Fisher again. Banks it off the end boards as the entire forward group for Ward Melville made a change, a turnover out in front, shot, and they score. (2-0) lead now for the Lions as it's dumped in. Albertelli trying to get after it. Shot taken. Jack Freisch once again testing Sapoff down low. Flipped up to the blue line where Sherman has it. Here's Matthew Rao again. Long pass intercepted. Here come the Patriots. A shot blocker save. Rebound. Comes right to the slot, and Sapoff was ready for the follow-up shot. Pass with the tip. Freisch with the right idea right there to get a screen going on Sapoff. Rao along the boards. Spins up to Sherman. Looks for another shot. Save made. Rebound comes off to the right circle. Lets Islip play it away out of the zone. And out of play entirely with 8 minutes left in the first period. Patriots with some room to work on the far side. Shot again with traffic. Farrell got a tip on it, and Sapoff covered up. Pergoski on the draw. One back by West Islip. McMahon trying to flip it out and does find a lead pass. Here's Carter. Cuts past the blue. Carter almost getting it out in front. On the back line was Schleider. Patriots centering feed. Goes through the high slot. Carter onto it again. Takes punishment into the boards in order to get the clear. Inkland, who threw the hit, also a little shaken up. Good turnover at the goal line. Patriots trying to jam it out in front. Sapoff got his stick on it. Borowski looking for Fisher. On his forehand shot. Sapoff save. 7 minutes to play in the first period. Here comes Rao. Rao up the ice. Looking towards the middle. Centering feed. Came across the front of the goal. Heffernan had to be alert right there. I think I got a piece of it as well. Long shot. Rao will go off for a change behind the play. Squeaks free for Farrell. Couldn't get the clear going. Rebound off to Pergorowski after it hit a skate blade. Now the Patriots with a little bit of room to work. Good interception. It's Albertelli to Albertelli. A shot glove save. Declan got it in the leather. We'll take a face-off from the offensive end for the Lions. It will be off to Heffernan's right side. As Paul Trentini plays the air guitar. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here on the LI Sports Network. We'll be right back with the remaining 6:25 in the first period.
Paul, if you were a baseball umpire, what would your strikeout rules be?
Strike would be. Maybe I give like a little not a full look, but maybe like I'm looking at the ball board.
Yeah.
Like the ball board.
Yeah.
Right field line. Just nothing simple, nothing crazy. Ball, very conservative. Very quiet. Like you don't even know. You know it's not a strike.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't know
Because you didn't give the little hook.
Strike out very, very firm and just like you take a little step.
And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. 6:25 remaining in the first period. Lions off to a 2-0 start, and another tester shot down low. Rebound comes out in front. It somehow ends up behind the cage. Couple of saves there for Heffernan. Here comes Fisher. Leaves it behind him for McFadden. Offsides are Ward Melville. Long pass the other way. Just sliding through the grasp of Nick Albertelli. Back on the defensive end anyways was Sherman. Pops free. Here comes Curley with a little bit of room to work. Curley loading up the shot. Leaves it behind him and it's sticked aside. Good defensive effort from Thomas Albertelli. Comes back to Curley, a shot. Sapoff once again controlling the rebound off to the perimeter of the rink. Sherman puts his back into that shot. It's instantly stopped by the West Islip defense in front. Spun down low. 5:28 remaining in the first period. Again, 2-0 the score for West Islip. Up the boards for the Patriots if they have a good offensive look right here. Chance for the Albertelli brothers to clear, and they'll force it free. Sherman back to his end. Hard pass off the boards. Good takeaway. Not a whole lot doing behind it. Carter brings it in. Shot saved by Heffernan, and he'll cover up the rebound easily. 4:48 remaining in the first period. Ward Melville. Once again through. Burke trying to leave it off Freisch. Cuts middle. Freisch, a shot whistles off to the left side. West Islip find another calm clear. Good stick lift from behind from Burke. He reloads at the blue. Down low on Sapoff. Gets his stick in front of it. Puck rings around to the opposite end. The backhand can't clear for West Islip. Patriots still in the offensive end. Freisch with it again. Puck off to Burke. Couldn't control it. It'll rattle out of the zone. Stop up in the defensive end for Curley. Excuse me, make that Fisher there. Fisher weaving. Going all the way down low, setting it out in front. Sapoff trying to scramble in front of him. Rebound. They score. Patriots on the board. It's a 1-goal game. The Lions, with half their lead eaten up, will instantly rifle it out of play. We'll take another face-off from the neutral zone. Reminder, we got a game going on behind us over at the South Rinks. Ryan Brannigan on the call, joined by Wally Mitchell on the camera. As always, Gabe Takuri operating all of the social media needs. As I get a little smile from Gabe. Great guy, Gabe. Best guy I know. All the way into the defensive end for the Lions. Whip a pass across the ice, just going under the reach of Lemans. Excuse me, Lemens. Lucas Thompson has his pass stripped away. Patriots get it back. Look up to the blue line, it's Farrell. Cuts left and then has it lifted off his stick. Gron bringing it in. Got the credit for an own goal earlier on. It was the first goal that went in of the game. Little unfortunate for Ward Melville. Another long shot goes off to the right side of the net. There was definitely a screen out in front of Heffernan. Might have made a save on that one, hard angle to tell. Inkland bats it in, allows Farrell to go in on the forecheck. Spun around him off the high boards and out. Up for grabs in the neutral zone. Will be taken away. Sherman snaps a shot wide of the cage. Loose stick as the centering feed almost went to Inkland. Goes back for Ward Melville. Takes an awkward bounce off a shin pad and will go all the way down into the Patriots' end. Wholesale line change for West Islip as it's dumped back into their end. They'll win possession down in the right wing corner. McMahon pulling up with it, looking for one of the Albertelli brothers. It just went under the stick of Thomas all the way down for an icing. Patriots will take that and go back to the O-zone. Lions with some ice to skate in front of them. Fire a pass, and Albertelli just barely couldn't handle it. That would have been a breakaway. Once again, we'll go back for an O-zone draw. Still really early enough in the season for either of these teams to turn it around, as both of them are hunting for needed wins. Ward Melville in a little bit better shape through their first 10 as they've picked up 3 wins. West Islip are 1-9 as Albertelli looks to slide it out into the slot. Goes up high, shot fought off. Heffernan made a save with his right shoulder there. Curley trying to get it down low for a shot on Sapoff. Close the 5-hole. Swept out of the end, and the Patriots have to reset now. So we'll take a pause with $1:15 left on the clock. Face-off almost won forward, but then it's swept onto the stick of Burke, and he's on his horse through the neutral zone. Burke still charging forward, eking it all the way to the left wing corner, finally passing it off, and the Patriots with options down low. Centered, rattles around. Burke reached to get it back, spin around shot, still loose in the slot. Lions find it, can't fight it away. Second opportunity, and they'll pass it through. Under a minute to play in the first period. 2-1 the score in favor of the West Islip Lions. Getting the first 2 goals of this game as well. Trying to tack on, not a lot ticking. Sherman, another clearing opportunity. Spears it ahead, but can't get it past the far point. Back down low for Freisch. Freisch looking long for Burke, couldn't weave it through the traffic. Pops free. Burke with it now. Team on sides. Burke couldn't pull it around. Pierce was wiser for it. Pierce leaving it behind him now with 9 seconds left. Maybe it's the Patriots' time to sing. Nice hit into the boards as Pierce coming back. And the puck will die out in the neutral zone. We hit triple zeros after 15. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network for the start of the second.
The races. A self-chip. Splits through the D. Is going to get a breakaway chance. Shoots and scores.
They were surging. Kearney, near point, shot goes wide. Now out in front, backhand shot, they score! It's Blaschuk!
Booth holding the spot for him, keeps it in. Self-chip off the wall. Booth out front to Wagner, they score.
Now McFadden, full head of steam in. McFadden want to move. McFadden scores!
I don't know why. Got a couple of ejections off of it. West Islip 2 or Melville 1 to the Varsity. You gotta do a great backhand. Love this guy, Brandon. I don't know if my court's that long. Kevin, I put the clamp on. I don't know what to tell you. Well, my coffee's on the floor, so clearly you didn't. He's lucky that was my second cup today. I didn't. Oh. I mean, I clean parents' coffee up here all the time. Might as well.
And we're back on the LI Sports Network for the start of the second period. 2-1 the score in favor of the West Islip Lions as it will drop to start the second 15. Albertelli with a good stick handle forward. Taken back by the Patriots as they look like they have a little bit more pep in their step here. McFadden, nice saucer pass, but it was just barely knocked down. Lemens was there for it. Wrister on net. Sapov got it in the leather. We'll get a goalie change as well to start the second period. Andrew Stempel into the net. Declan Heffernan obviously not really getting dealt a winning hand as his team let up an own goal to start the game. Shot taken towards Stempel, never had to make the save as stepping in front of it was number 97, James Fisher. Another shot, Stempel will make his first save. Rebound pops right in front of him, swept aside by the defense. Once again, Fisher was there to help out his netminder. Clear coming now for the Patriots. Lead pass over to McFadden. Sends it out in front. Shot taken from Curley, but he was tied up while doing it, so there wasn't a whole lot of power behind. And the puck will be iced. Face-off taken by the Patriots. Pass rolled forward to Freisch, looking back to his partner. On the rush, long shot. Big rebound off of Stempel. Raheel almost had an assist on that play. Raheel, another turnover, trying to pick the blocker side of Stempel, but he got there. 13:22 remaining in the second period. Patriots off to a good start. Freisch looking to get the feed back from the goal line. Goes up to the blue point. Awkward shot from Raheel. Sherman looking to stretch it up. Taken away by the Lions. Allen tied up. Lifted off at his stick. Burke trying to get it off the far boards. Leaves it. Jake Freisch diving down low. Looking onto the near side. Goes past Luke and all the way into the grass of Pierce. To the opposite side of the rink, and the Lions will dump in. Twisted off to the right wing corner. Sherman the first one there on the backhand. Rims it up the boards, but it's instantly put back down low by the Lions. Raheel now there with Sherman into a 2-on-2. Broken out of the pack. Burke finds it, gives it away at the goal line. Centering feed with no one home for West Islip. It's right back for Freisch and hits it to a streaking Burke. Wiggles up the blue line. Burke drags around one to the goal line. Shot interrupted from behind. Swipes it back out in front with room. Sapoff not required to make the save. Follow-up will go toward Melville again. Down in the left wing corner. Freisch takes it back. A wrister will whistle across the crease. Try saying that one 5 times fast. Fisher all the way down for an icing. And we'll take 11:56 remaining in the second period. 2-1 the score for West Islip. Face-off one, pushed forward by the Patriots. Paragoski trying to jam it in front. Farrell finding the light of day. Second shot taken. Sapoff made the save on his left leg. Room afforded for McMahon. Can't clear past Fisher. Fisher centering feed. Left it behind his target of Farrell. Still hounding the puck. Lamens pushed into the boards. Detained there along with the puck. It pops free for Albertelli, and he'll look up ice. Home run pass, not going to get through the Patriots' back. West Islip off sides, need a reset. Farrell with open space, turns it over at the blue line. McMahon pulling up, dances left. McMahon, a shot. Stempel made the save. Over into the corner, wrapped around for England. Pinches it off the wall and looks up for Farrell. Couldn't control the pass. Once again for McMahon. Wrists it across the rink. Lamens trying to dump it into the offensive end. Fisher got there in time. A little bit of room afforded. Takes a dive around one check, but held in at the near point by Rao. Rao getting it off. Albertelli to the goal line, trying to drive in front. Save was made by Stempel. A late whistle will come through. 10:36 left. Patriots down the right wing side. Send it out in front. Stempel gets the rebound. Out to Curley for another shot. Stempel once again was there to make the save. Apologies to Matthew Rayo for the mispronunciation. The mayor of Long Island, Travis Quigley, has your back. Ward Melville, punch it past the blue line, looking for another shot. Stempel let the rebound come off. Luckily for him, the West Islip defense was back in time. Curley puts it in off his skate, dancing off the wall, fires it middle. Pass out in front, and Stemple got there with a stick. Excuse me. Sapov got there with the stick. All the way back into the Patriots' end. Cross the ring for McFadden, fires another one east to west. Should go down for an icing, and the referees will enforce. Nick Albertelli to Rayo. Twirls it around down low. 2-on-2 breaking out there, taken away by James Fisher. Has a little bit of room and pitches it out off the backhands. Rayo with it again. Looks to get it past Burke. Now it's contained at the near point. Recap the scoring we've seen so far. All of it in the first period. And I hold that point. Stemple making a save and gets on top of it with the mitt. 8:36 remaining in the second period. Like I was saying, all the scoring came in the first period. Started off with an accidental own goal, as most own goals are. Went in favor of West Islip, followed up by a goal from Thomas Albertelli, before Warren Melville were able to respond with their first of the game. That's how we're into our current 2-1 tilt. Pass ahead for Burke. Weaving past the blue line. Trying to dip down to the goal line on the backhand, centers it in front. Sapov was tracking it, but his defense never gave up a shot. Cleared out of the zone. Transition defense continues to be a strong point for Ward Melville. That, and they've received good goaltending from Stemple and Heffernan, who started in the first period. Rayo gives it away for Freisch. Off to the right circle, pulls up, looking for the trailers. Hits it to the blue line. Patriots hold the zone, bank it down. Halfway gone by in this game, a wrister went off the skates of Carter. Spills off into the right wing corner. Good battle there between Freisch and a couple of Lions. Pops free to the high slot, and West Islip can get it out. Long pass. Inkland could be onto the breakaway here. Collects on the backhand. Cuts to the other side, but was interrupted from behind. Another centering feed as once again Tyler Sapov comes up clutch for the Lions. Back the other way. Shot, rebounds, popped up in the air and somehow landing into the breadbasket. Stemple gets on top of it. Another opportunity. Airmailed above the bar. On the near side. Just popping through so many different players. They're trying to get out of it. Stemple, one save and a second great one. Reaching out with the right leg. Another opportunity out in front, and the shot was fanned out. A third one, and they score. West Islip stay at it, take a 3-1 lead. Back to center ice we go. And back to a 2-goal lead for the Lions. Thomas Albertelli will get that goal credit, assisted by Dylan Carter and Raymond Pierce. Lions right back to it. Here comes Nick, centering feed. Instead it was a shot down low. Stemple closed up the 5-hole to make the save. Now McFadden goes after Nick, takes the puck away, tries to feather it on the backhand, and it's worked past the blue line thanks to the work of one of the captains on this team, Curley, for a shot. Sapoff got down again to make the save. Puck popped high into the air, still in the left wing corner. Shakes free for Rayo. A pass ahead to Gron, and it will go down for an icing. .5:19 remaining. Intense game between these two teams. Fisher, long shot from the slot. Sapoff once again stout with the save. As we go to 5 minutes left in the second period. Only 1 goal scored. Maybe Curley changing that. Shot down low. I think he was looking for a tip, but the house was entirely occupied by Lions. Comes up to Fisher. Looking to pass it through a crowd. It works around for Curley. Off his stick. Rayo an opportunity. Smacks it on the backhand. Taken back by Curley. Karam's around for Burke. Looking to go to Curley. Pops up high to the blue line. Across to Fisher. Instantly closed down. Looking for a shot, and somehow no one tipped it. Rayo again trying to clear. The pinch keeps it alive. It's back for Rayo below his goal line. Twists it around the boards onto the near side, and Fisher keeps it in this time. Another shot onto Sapoff. Gets it with the right leg. Lions in need of a change, but obviously the second period makes that harder. McFadden, nice stick work. Sauces a pass off to Curley. His stick tied up, couldn't let it fly. Out to the top again. Sapoff looking a little tired as he needs a little whistle. 4 minutes left in the second period. It's been a full minute of ozone time for these Patriots. Fisher teeing one up, looking for the tip in front. Comes off for Curley. To the goal line. Curley, a little give and go action with McFadden. Flips it up high to the blue line. Back to McFadden again, just barely eked under his stick. Chance for the Lions to get on top of it. It's McMahon down low, twists it around the boards. Chance to be held alive, and finally worked out by West Islip. Getting a much-needed clear. Fisher goes across the ice, another pass to the near side. Patriots are right back into the offensive end after a change of their own. Freisch on another opportunity. Big rebound avoided by Sapoff, but nothing came of it. 3:14 remaining in the second period, and the game will finally slow up a bit with 3:11 left. Burke, tying up with his own player, will take a spill to the ice. Some much-needed relief for West Islip as they'll play it past the blue line. Flipped around for a shot well wide right. Banks around for Albertelli. Pops it into the slot. Stemple gets in front of the shot. Cleared out now. Numbers behind the play for Ward Melville. Thomas Albertelli gives it away. Thompson on a 50-50 puck. Has it struck past him. Ward Melville need to get on sides. Referees rule them okay, but it pops right back out. 2:23 remaining in the second period. Back for Sherman. Sends it forward. Another dump in for West Islip. Sherman head up ice. Looking for the outlet pass, but it's held alive by Thompson. Banks it back down low. Stemple trying to give orders to his team as Freisch will skate onto it over in the corner. swirls it around the boards to the near side. Another centering feed and a backhand try, not on target. Buck 45 remaining in the second period. Seems like the ice is tilted back the other way. What was a lot of Patriot possession has now gone to the Lions. Of course, Casterkurst developing to a 2-on-1. Big rebound, and it's just off the far post. Patriots close to making it a one-goal game once again. Back into the neutral zone with Fisher. Smacks it into the offensive end, quickly gloved down by the Lions. Down the length, and we will get a whistle for an icing. 59 seconds left in the second period. Lions just trying to kill off the remaining 40. Fisher cutting in front, save made again by Sapoff. Fisher now pinching the puck with down to 30 seconds to play in the middle frame. Big scrum ensuing. We got a little bit of a rugby match here on ice. No one able to work it free just yet, down to 20 seconds left. Referees just trying to let the players figure this one out. Long scrum continuing to 10 seconds left in the period. Being pushed back and forth. And it's finally squirted free in favor of the Lions, held alive in the offensive end, actually just barely out. We'll hit triple zeros as Paul Trentini is amused. And we'll come back here on the LI Sports Network for the start of the third.
Good move here by Aravena. Fire scores! Cesar Aravena.
Maresca trying to clear as the Lions are in a little bit of trouble on this shift. Another turnover. Pass out in front. Watching her. Saved by Nasarino.
And a Carpich. Kahn drops it back. Possession the name of the game here. Plenty of open space to work with. Massarella chases behind. And Carpich leads the rush. Cuts across, hits Kahn to the backhand. He scores!
And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. Start of the third period, 15 minutes remaining. It's a 3-1 West Islip lead as they look for their second win of the season. Puck is dropped and we're underway. McFadden curling back to the blue line. Across to Curley, leaves it all for Fisher. Fisher looking ahead for McFadden, interrupted partially by Thompson. McFadden looking to get it back. Puck hemmed in on the near boards. And it twists around to the other side. still alive for the Patriots, who need some more offense than they've been able to generate so far in order to tie this game up at 3, maybe even force an overtime. McFadden driving with one hand down low, sends it in front, Curley! Did that go in? Shapoff with a robbery! Look at that glove save from Tyler Shapoff. There's a reason I said he was one of the best to do it here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, but that was truly elite. Fisher getting it back in the neutral zone. His team trying to regroup after Tyler Shapoff just committed highway robbery. 60 seconds gone by, and once again it's McFadden. Cuts past the blue line and flips the puck in. Carries all the way down low below. McFadden getting back to it. Up to the blue line, Fisher with traffic, rebound comes off, goes right to McFadden, another centering feed, one-timer, and Shapoff got over to shut down the weak shot. Curley right back at it, poked off his stick, sharp angle, and it will whistle in front of the cage. Fisher with it again, looking for a deflection off the skate blade, but instead it will carry him off the end boards all the way up to the far point. Hemmed in deep for Curley, looks for a hit right there, but it allows the Lions to take it back. Wrister glove down. Good pressure from the Patriots. Slides out. Curley another shot and a breadbasket save for Tyler Shapoff. Face-off, one back to Freisch. Sauces a pass over to his left side. Shot once again stepped in front of by Shapoff. Breakout finally coming for the Lions. Up on the right side, it's Allen looking for a centering feed. Stempel a save. Here comes Burke. 2-on-2, past the blue line. Burke cuts wide, has Freisch trailing behind him. Burke centering feed, sticked aside by West Islip. Not allowing the backdoor jam. Freisch head up. Burke on his right-hand side. Glides over the blue line and rims the puck in. Comes around for Burke, trying to hold the zone. Barely in for the Patriots, but they'll turn it over in this slot. All the way back for McMahon, will clear the zone and go down for an icing. Just got barely under the reach of Carter with 12 minutes exactly to play in the third period. 3-1 the score. Most recent goal coming from Thomas Albertelli, his second of the game. 6:06 remaining in the second period. Face off one back. Quick wrister. Hits a body out in front. Fisher will hold it alive. Trying to get it to the left circle. Another shot. Rebound goes in front of Shapoff, but only for a moment. Taken up top by Inklin. Wrists it on net. Shapoff got over with the blocker. Controls the rebound into the left wing corner as his team battle for it there. It's jabbed around the boards, and Fisher looks for a centering feed. Shut instantly away by West Islip. All the way back for Farrell. Leads it ahead. Inklin tips it past the blue line. Pergoski. Around for Farrell, turns it over, but enough Patriots were back there. Lions looking like they're a little bit more interest in defense right now as opposed to offense with a 2-goal lead and Tyler Shapoff in net. Broken in. Inkland knocks it up. Swept out in front, but no one was there from the Patriots. Farrell carries it around the boards, takes it back. On the backhand pass, it was almost sent out in front. Sherman trying to hold the line, but it was hard off his backhand into the neutral zone onto another reset. Stemple will go out of his cage to stop up that puck. Giving it off for his defensive core. Turns into a turnover, and that was almost dangerous. Seen a couple of miscues so far between Mort Melville goaltenders and their defense. Can't afford to do it again here in the third period and cost themselves another goal. Puck detained in the right wing corner. Slides up the board. Shot taken, and Sapoff once again deflects it off to the far side. Curley skates to it first, gets the back pass. Curley in front, down low, and Sapoff says no. McFadden trying to hold it alive, battling against Allen, who cycles it up and out. Pass intercepted at center ice. Lemen's just trying to kill time right now. Wobbles it up to the far point and will be dumped into the zone on Stemple. Gives it back to his defense again, and it's broken away quickly. Here comes Curley, absorbing a lot of hits, and we'll get a whistle here. Looks like offside's the call. 9:06 remaining in the final period of regulation. Fisher trying to smack it in. It was contained well by McMahon. Albertelli had it jousted off of his stick. Once again, back forward is McMahon. And we're going to get a penalty here. 8:44 remaining, and the Patriots will go to the power play. Rayo will go off into the box for those 2 minutes. Ward Melville with their golden ticket to try to get back into this game. Curley will step up into the right dot. 2 minutes for interference against Rayo. One back instantly to Fisher. Holds it off the board, skates a little forward and sends it to his left. McFadden on a shot blocked in front. McFadden trying to hold the zone, strips it away but gives it over to Albertelli, who will slide it past. On the reset, 15 seconds already gone by in the power play opportunity. Patriots trying to reset. They'll cycle it around. Curley swipes it off to his left side. McFadden on the backhand, back to Curley. Cuts through the blue. Curley to the slot, looking for one more pass. It was jabbed at the net, but ends up deflecting wide thanks to McMahon. Into the right wing corner. Albertelli trying to hold the puck there. 40 seconds gone by in the 5-on-4. 8 minutes remaining in the third period as McFadden couldn't hold his own. Lost control of his stick as well, so it's all the way back to Stemple. Gives it off to McFadden. Quickly to Curley. Curley building steam up ice. Diving past the blue line and into this left circle. Curley traveling down low, centering feed, shut down by McMahon, who will accidentally send it out of play. Face-off taken by Fisher off the half wall. Fires it midair. McFadden. Save made by Sapoff again with the right leg. McFadden up top again. Looking off to the half wall. Patriots with 40 seconds left on the power play. McFadden high slot. Looking for shooters. Taken from the left circle and snapped above the crossbar. 30 seconds left in the power play now. McFadden with room. Looking for a tip, and it's just above the crossbar. Burke wasn't far off. 7 minutes remaining in regulation. West Islip trying to kill off the remainder of this 5-on-4. Tyler Sapoff standing tall in the net. He's made a couple of great saves already. Burke with a chance. Gives it off to Curley. Rotating McFadden. Plenty of room. McFadden trying to beat him one-on-one, but can't get it by Sapoff. Burke on the backhand shut down. Slipped across. One-timer, and they score. It's McFadden for the Ray of Life. And the Patriots are only down by 1. .6:44 left to play. A 1-goal game as McFadden was finally able to shove one past Sapoff. Face-off will go back for Freisch. Ahead, and it's dumped in. Puck barely wobbles past the near point and out of the zone. Patriots reset and go back for it. That power play is exactly what they needed. Turnover to Albertelli. Thomas Albertelli currently with the game-winning goal. Patriots trying to change that here with just 6 and change left on the clock. Albertelli on the backhand. Didn't find the stick he wanted, and it's given off to Freisch. Freisch looking east to west. Farrell takes that check from behind, trying to hold the zone. Stepped up by Sherman, but the linesman called him offsides. Now we're getting another whistle. West Islip 1-9 on the season, looking for their second win. For Ward Melville, they're looking for their 4th. Burke picking up an assist on that goal from McFadden. You can argue that that pass was more important than the shot. Rayo, who took the penalty to allow the Patriots to have a little bit of breathing room. Inkland dips past all of those stick checks across the rink for Fisher. Carries it back over to the middle. Fisher fading all the way to the left side. Wraps it down low. Fisher jamming it in front. One-timer taken, and they score! It works its way in, and we have a tie game here at the rinks. Can see it on the replay right there. What a shot. Good things happen when you put the puck on net. 5:19 remaining in the third period, and the Patriots have fought their way back. Goals at 6:44 and 5:19 for Ward Melville. Trying to continue the momentum now. It's down and around for Sapoff, out of his net. Looking to give it up for Fisher with room. Fisher looking for a stick, deflected out in front, and a scramble is going to be won by the Lions. They have numbers. Long stretch pass is just barely out of the reach of McCann. Patriots trying to wheel again. Burke around Rayo, called offsides, and the Ward Melville Patriots have to reset. Long pass, bouncing down into the offensive end. Stempel taps it off. Grand off the boards and out. Taken by McMahon. Comes back for Fisher. Fisher, home run pass. Couldn't connect it tape to tape, but it's still in for the Patriots. They break through 3-on-2. Driving down low to the goal line. Sapoff tracking it the entire time. He hugs the near post. 4 minutes to play in the third period. This is an upward pass for Fisher with room. Fisher, his shot deflects off the skate blade. Karams off the end boards into the opposite side. Another centering feed deflected down low. Fisher comes back for it. calming this play down a little bit. He'll give it over to Inklen on the opposite side. A back pass to the blue line. Skates away. And now the Lions into a foot race. They try to get it going, but overskated again. And once again, the play has to settle. 3:40 remaining in regulation. 3-3 the score. Curley, nice little shovel pass. Gets it ahead to McFadden. Scored the second for the Patriots. McFadden lost in the slot, ripped off his stick and fired down the length of the ice. Stemple letting his teammates know that the icing was waved off. They're going to have to do this the hard way. Long pass goes over to Curley. Wrapping around in his own zone, looking ahead, gets it to McFadden. Into a one-on-one. McFadden dicing on his stick. He's worked all the way off to the far side. Still with control. A saucer pass on his backhand. Stick to side. Not held in the zone. And the Lions once again can get it out. Thompson shimmies up the board. Still with it. Looking to give it behind for Allen. Patriots take it back. And a hit from behind leaves Curley on the ice. .238 to puck, deflects in front, Lions, they score! .234 remaining in the third period. 4-3 the score as the Lions get back in front. Dumped in as the Patriots try to find it. They give it off for Fisher, stretching it up to Burke with Inklen on his right side. Burke to Inklen, it caroms off his stick, send it out in front. Rebound comes up top, shot goes off to the right side. Sapoff was able to make the save. Here come the Lions again. A little bit of wind at their backs with the most recent goal. They try to cut it out in front, but a good poke check there from Fisher works it away. James Fisher ahead for Inklen. Batted out of the air by Lamens. Here's McFadden. Looking for his second of the game. McFadden cuts to the goal line. Rims it around for Inklen, has Fisher behind. He'll hit Fisher at the blue line. Rister is blocked out in front. Tough play from the Lions. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third period. Stemple thinking about going out of the goal, but gets back now as the puck will go all the way down the ice and for another icing. And the goaltender will be pulled. It's an empty net for Ward Melville. Stemple will take a seat. Sixth skater is on. An important face-off here to the left side of Sapoff. Won by the Lions. They clear the zone, and Burke holds it in off the point. Looking down for Curley. One more pass to the goal line. Centering feed knocked aside by Albertelli. It's rimmed up to McFadden off the opposite end. Arister hits too much traffic and spills below the goal line. Back to McFadden. Rotates it for Burke off the boards. Burke for a one-time blast. Well wide off to the left side. 90 seconds remaining. Centering feed. Burke will knock it down with his body. Looks down low. Fisher trying to provide the screens out in front. They'll hit McFadden at the high slot. Off to Burke for a shot. Rebound comes in front. Curley a shot and it deflects above the crossbar. Goes out of play and we'll get another whistle. 47 seconds remaining. Game still on a knife's edge here in the rinks. Lions on a precipice of a second win. Patriots fighting hard for their fourth. Puck will be cleared down, but not into the net. Another icing will do it again. Face off, this time controlled by the Patriots. Pressure instantly applied along the perimeter. McMahon just trying to hold it there in his skates. Has Albertelli there to help him. Broken out of the pack. Albertelli right back onto it. McFadden has to hold it for a shot. Curley another opportunity. Plays it in on the backhand. And Sapoff steps on it. 21 seconds left in regulation. McMahon crunched in between three. Puck comes loose. 10 seconds left in the game for the Patriots to work with. Up top, McFadden a shot, looking for a deflection. Spills off onto the near boards. Up top for Burke. One more try into the slot. Taken away. The Lions send it down. One more icing. 0.1 seconds on the clock. The Lions are going to get it done and find their second win of the season. It's just an honorary puck drop at this point. A hard-fought battle by both teams as the Lions will dogpile in front of their goal. It's dropped, and Sapoff gets the win. Lions go out to congratulate him. 4-3 the final score here on the LI Sports Network, and what a way to close off the day. On behalf of myself, Kevin Broderick, Paul Trentini, Gabe Takuri, Wally Mitchell, and Ryan Brannigan, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on the LI Sports Network for more action on Wednesday here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Until then, final score, West Islip 4, Ward Melville 3.